Good morning, Americans. This is No Hard Feelings with Terry Davis. I'm your host, Terry Davis. So it's been a little over a year since I posted my first interview with somebody, and I thought it was going to be easy. I was all gung-ho about this. The first company I contacted me back. I was like, oh man, this is going to be gravy. I'm going to build this huge content. I'm going to talk to a lot of people. I was like, pumped. Well, a year and a few months later, here I am, still just one interview. So it's been fun. I mean, it's been fun talking to people, but like trying to get them on the show. I've been doing like emailing nonprofits and churches and anything you think of nonprofit wise. I've emailed. I've emailed like more sex trafficking things. So I think that's something that, as Americans, we should be talking about, considering how big it is in our society. So I've contacted every agency out there for that, and it's just like, during the whole COVID thing, it was just people are shorthanded. People are still shorthanded or struggling with. So I get it. I get why they don't have time to come out and talk to a complete nobody. I mean, it's one thing to go on a news station and talk about something, or maybe a popular podcast, but just some guy who just wants to talk and nobody knows who I am. It's a little bit of a struggle. So I thought I'd start over on how I'm going to do this. I'm going to try to build some content to get out there so I can, so when people want to see what I'm putting out there, they can go and look and say, hey, this guy's pretty cool, or this guy's a jack off, or whatever they want to say. They can say negative or positive. I don't care. No hard feelings over here, right? Point of the podcast, no hard feelings. So I thought I'd start off by talking about a topic that I know a lot about, which is myself. I have had a hard time talking about like my past and growing up. Like, I don't really express it. I don't talk about it ever. And there's only a couple of people that I actually know what kind of childhood I have that's not family. So I thought I'd share that with you guys, and maybe you guys understand a little bit more who I am and where I'm from, and maybe that's a good start, and then we could build from there, I guess. So here goes. So my name is Terry Davis. I grew up in, I tell everybody Pontiac, but it was more like Central Illinois. So we moved a lot, like between Peoria, Bloomington, and Pontiac area. We've lived in I probably lived in every little city around there. It's crazy. I went to probably 5 or 6 different grade schools, 3 different junior highs, 4 different high schools, but the longest time I was in high school was in Pontiac. I was there like 2.5 years, I think. But so I always tell people to come to Pontiac just because it's easy, because I don't have to explain my past. But I grew up pretty poor. We didn't have a phone growing up. I lived in a trailer 90% of my life, and most of the time it wasn't just one trailer. It was multiple trailers, and most of the time I didn't even have a bedroom. I just slept on the couch, or I had a bed in the living room. It was kind of ghetto, right? But I mean, we struggled. So part of our struggle was my dad, which I really don't talk about to people at all either, is named Walter Eugene Davis. If you Google him, you'll see a long history about this guy, a criminal history. He was a Vietnam vet. He came back, and my mom got married in 1974. And then my mom got pregnant with me and my sister Carrie, and we had another sister, Kathy. Well, shortly after Kathy's birth, my dad was sentenced to prison. It's kind of a crazy thing, your dad going to prison. Like, I was too little. I didn't understand it at the time. I was only like 1, maybe 2, I think. And so he was like my mom took us to the prison to see him a couple times, but I didn't really see him very often until he got out of prison. And then when he got out of prison, my mom divorced him and married somebody else because she didn't want to have the Davis last name and people know who she was and that kind of thing. So she divorced him and got remarried, and that didn't last long. It was like a year-long marriage, I think. But then, so we moved around every year. Like when your lease is up or whatever, we moved. That's how it was. And we even lived with my mom's mom for a while in her house. At least there I had somewhat of a bedroom, you know. Everywhere else, my bedroom was like in the living room. That was my bedroom. But my dad got out of prison when I was like 6 or 7 and got back in my life, but I only had him for 3 more years because he had Agent Orange from the Vietnam War and died. So I was 10 years old when he died, and like it was rough because like growing up, like if I missed him, I was shamed a little bit, you know, by my family. You know, like we never talked about it. We never talked about him or what it did to any of us. It was just, we just didn't talk about it. And my mom ended up remarrying a couple more times throughout the years. But like I said, we moved all the time. It was like, I don't think we stayed in one place more than 2 years. But that's, I didn't know there was anything different, you know. My mom's, we lived on Social Security and Medicaid, food stamps, social programs. And I got older and I decided I wanted to break that cycle. I wanted to raise my family in a house. I wanted to have a career, you know. I wanted the better things in life that I saw a lot of my friends from high school and friends I met in college had. So I was like, I gotta do something else. So I moved away from all my friends and family that I grew up with, and started to make that change in myself. Granted, there were some really big bumps on the way. Some of you know those bumps. And some people didn't think I would get past those bumps. But that's for another conversation, I guess. But that's kind of like Terry Davis history. I don't know if that helps anybody understand like where I'm from or not, but that's what I got. If you have any questions, you can always put a comment in on the video. But yeah, I just want to talk to people that have the same past, different past. I don't care. I just want to start conversations, and you know, we're all Americans. We all bleed red, and we need to have conversations with each other and still be friends. Like that's the biggest thing I hate right now is like you can't talk to people with different views because they don't you argue and all that BS that goes along with it, or you're scared to hurt somebody's feelings. No hard feelings. That's what it is here. We can talk about anything. Maybe, like I said in my opening video over a year ago, just have a conversation. Let's just talk about stuff. Let's what can we do to make things better for everybody? I mean, we can come together. We've came together in a lot harder times than what's going on right now. But in society, we can't come together. That's what they want, right? Sorry, my conspiracy theorist act coming in a little bit there. But anyway, like I said, I just wanted to make a little video about who I am, where I'm from, what I'm about, and maybe this will help build some content. And also, I'm gonna start doing like a video every week, probably post it Saturday or Sunday, something like that, just to talk about a topic. If you guys like to hear me talk about some BS or topic, just drop it in the line. I'll do my best. But like I said, I'm not the smartest guy, but I'd like to learn more and maybe educate myself as much as educating everybody online. You know, it's funny. It's I used to go to this church, Faith Church here in St. Louis, and the pastor David Crank would always say, if you're the smartest guy at the table, you're at the wrong table. So that's kind of what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to want myself up to the next table or another table to talk to, like, because I want to be smarter. I'm not very smart, but I want to be smarter. I want to be well-rounded and adverse in everything. It's not just the stuff I do professionally, but like being a dad and being financially stable and all the things that come with life, you know. And I guess I'm in my late 40s now. I thought I'd be farther ahead than I am, but I'm not. But so anyway, like I said, I just want to introduce the new start of my podcast and see where it goes. So stay tuned to next week for the next follow-up podcast, and I hope everybody has a blessed and great weekend. It's in St. Louis. The sun is out, but it's chilly. So I'm gonna go spend a time with my family today and have a good day, and I hope everybody else does too. God bless, and good luck, everybody.